Hi there, I'm Brad. Welcome to the Bristol Show 2025, where I'm joined by Jason from Naim. How do you, sir? How are we?
I'm very, very good, thank you.
Good?
Yeah, good. Enjoying the show, yeah, as ever.
As ever. This, how many have you done now?
This must be my 24th now.
Wowzers.
So, yeah, I've done quite a few. Yeah, I've seen a few products come and go.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. So, you're here today on behalf of Naim and Focal.
Indeed, yeah.
You've got two lovely spaces upstairs.
Well, yes, we do. We have one space which is what we call the mezzanine area, which highlights all of the new Focal headphones.
Yep.
These are all connected to Atom HE, and we also have a small space adjacent to this, which has got the new 102 CI amplifier,
yep,
which actually works as a beautiful two-channel introductory to Naim Audio for a very entry-level price.
Yeah.
And of course connected to Focal loudspeakers, so that's been very exciting.
Yeah.
In the large den room, the executive lounge,
yep,
we've always done a huge system where we've gone through A, B, C, D changes as far as upgrading. And what we've done this year is actually a game of two halves, if you will. So for half the day, we're playing our 333 streamer,
yep,
332 preamp infamous NAP 250.
Yep.
Name's changed, stayed the same, but the product's changed inside. We started Classic Journey with 222 integrated streaming preamp and the 250.
Yep.
And this is our way of saying there's a new boy on the block, you need to come and listen to the streamer and the preamp separated into two units.
Yeah.
And I think people will be, pleased to hear what they actually catch their eye with.
It's been a busy few years for Naim with all the new products.
It's been very, very busy. Yeah.
It's, as you say, the classic series, the 200s and 300s, and still doing the 500 and the statement. 500
is it's a good point. The 500 series is a product that's sticking around. It isn't changing. It isn't being superseded or revamped.
Yeah.
If you will, it's our classic 500 series system. Everybody's into retro. Well, we've got our retro system.
Yeah.
We built it 20 years ago, and it's still pinnacle.
Like I keep saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Completely. If you do want something better, it's called the statement.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful system, as you can imagine.
Yeah. Well, I've been to the factory and I've seen it being made, and it's
it's quite something.
It's incredible. Yeah. It's mind blowing.
From soldering iron to crane to construct it, it's quite hefty.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you have had some changes in some of the 500 in the LEDs. What was the thinking behind going from the green to the white?
It's interesting. It was probably one of the biggest things we had to tackle.
Yeah.
We kind of knew sound quality. We knew how to build this new product to make it sound better, which was the new classic.
Yeah.
But actually, 500 series had green logos. We had Statement that came out, it's 11 years old now, believe it or not.
Oh,
Statement.
really?
And this was all white light. We were actually surprised that people would be surprised that we went from green to white with the new classic.
Yeah.
And of course, the reasoning for changing the 500 series to white light was to say to people, this is part of the team. This is still part of Naim Audio. It isn't changing, and it pulls it into the family. So that was literally the thinking behind it. Thankfully, it doesn't sound any different, because you never know. It just makes it the new, if you will, image corporate finish of the product.
I personally quite like the white lights. I think it's quite a modern look, but it's quite a bold decision, because that was an iconic thing, wasn't it? The green logos on the Naim products. That was
absolutely. Interestingly enough, when we changed the design to, which is the new dawn logo, that was a sun rising on a new dawn, effectively.
Right.
When we came out with 5 series, that's where it came from. And we sat there and considered this logo, and changing it from green to white was the obvious thing to do. We think it looks more professional. Much cleaner looking product. The 500 series product, we still actually have green options available, because there are some people that want to be expanding with maybe a second or third 500. System completists, if you will, that are just waiting for the last piece. We didn't want to say we have to have just this white one in between all these green lights. It works very well.
Now, obviously, one of the things I love about Naim is the sort of multi-room functionality. And you do sell products within different price categories, and so obviously we've got the Muso 2, which is more of a lifestyle product, but a very high quality lifestyle product.
Sure. The multi-room, I'm glad you've mentioned that, because, you know, multi-room is a big chunk of business that can be had by decent hi-fi manufacturers, and typically there are very accomplished manufacturers like Sonos, for example. There are also a lot of people that like the sound of a Naim system and they want to pipe this around their house.
Yeah.
You can do it on a very basic connected audio level, if you will. So you could literally have your ND555, a Unity Atom in another room, and a Muso linked up to another section of your room, which could be the kitchen, and have simultaneous music. And we use a mode which is called party mode, which everything is synchronized, there's no echo, so it doesn't drive you crazy. That's perfect in actual fact. And the second half of our demonstration this afternoon, we spoke about new classics. Something to mention and be very excited about is the Diva all-in-one loudspeaker. This can also be multi-room, but uses the same streaming platform, and each speaker is a 400 watt per speaker.
So this is a new product?
It's a new product.
Is this an exclusive, a world exclusive showing it here?
It's not a world exclusive.
Get out.
Sorry. It's the exclusive to the Bristol Show, I guess.
Well, that's good.
But it's Class A/B amplification, good solid 400 watts per channel, uses our streaming technology, which offers not only the finest sound quality, but also that connected audio room capability.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I actually had a customer, back in my sales days with Audio T, I had a customer who he wanted a Naim system stereo for the living room, and then he had this big L-shaped kitchen, and we had a Muso in one corner, and then we had a Muso QB around the corner there, and that party mode was fantastic.
It's great,
you know,
isn't it?
It did make you want to have a party. It's the Ron Seal effect.
Yeah. You know, people that are fortunate enough to have very big houses, there's nothing finer than walking into, you know, the hallway, for example. There's a QB, and then they wander into the kitchen, and the same music's playing. There's no echo. And then they go into the main lounge area, and there's a classic series or a Statement or 500 series playing. It just makes everything flow and work and not be clunky. It's important. You know, for forever we've always been latched into, and still are very much into, building the finest audio products. That's what we're renowned for, that's our mainstay. But actually there's a big wealth of customer that like all of those things and want that sound, either don't want to see it around the house, or they just want the ability to pipe it around the home at high quality, rather than just, you know, what's currently available from many other manufacturers.
Well, and like we've already said, you're dealing with a variety of products at different price points, so anyone can get into Naim at any stage, basically, work their way through, and it doesn't mean that just because you started there and move up to there, it's not relegated to to eBay or anything. You don't have to sell it on. You can use that and utilize it.
That's one of the beauties of it. You know, I think we're proud to say that there's one thing you can be sure of with Naim Audio: it never ends up in landfill. There's always someone else that can make use from it. And going back to the CI product, for us it's really cool to think that we've built this modular integrated streaming amplifier which can feed either 4 speakers in a ceiling or a pair of speakers high quality in the lounge for good entry price money, £1,300 plus a pair of speakers. That'll allow you to do pick up attached network storage, Cobuzz, Tidal, all built in. It's perfect.
No excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. Have we got anything new on the horizon? Or
that's a good point. There's nothing new on the horizon coming. What we're doing really as a company is kind of sitting back and looking at really what people are trying to do. We've seen people kind of up back to laptops and DACs for sources. We don't have an infinite, supply of cash and engineers. When we start to design something, we want to make sure that what we're designing is what people actually want to buy. And so currently we're just watching the market space. We're going to hold back for a good while. And then when we decide what we think people are after, we'll then say, right, let's concentrate all of our energies in this area and design the right things.
But that's quite a refreshing thing, because obviously rather than going, we've made this product, we think it's the best thing since sliced bread, you need to buy this, you're actually going, do you know what, we're all right for the moment, we're just going to sit back and...
Exactly.
I think that's brilliant.
There's lots of new things, technologies that are on the horizon. It would be a shame to start something now and go, damn, if only we just hold on.
Yeah.
And so we're very excited for the future. There will be new things coming, but right now I think it's safe to say, certainly for the rest of this year, you won't see anything new coming from us.
Yeah.
But certainly, have a listen to New Classic. New Classic integrates into, if you like, legacy classic.
Yeah.
So things like the MPX 300, that's working beautifully with NDX2s.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a different finish. It's got the white logo.
Yeah.
But actually, it produces a much better sound than you would ever consider an XBS capable of.
There we go. There we have it. And Naim products are available at all Audio T stores.
Sure.
So get in, book a demo, have a listen, try this stuff out. I love Naim.
Good.
It's great.
And thank you for saying that too, because actually the demonstration is everything.
Yeah.
Find your local good retailer.
Yeah.
Audio T have got a lot in most areas of the country. But it's absolutely paramount that you choose the right dealer and get a proper demonstration and really decide
that
what's right for
aftercare
you.
as well. Yeah, because obviously Naim is great with the aftercare. You've got fantastic repair structure should it be required, and servicing and all that jazz. So get involved.
Perfect.
Absolutely, Jason.
Thank you.
Pleasure, mate. Thanks very much,
for your time.
guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you at the Bristol Show next year. Take care. Bye now.
Thank you.